So we're going to wrap 2 videos up into one. The first subject is, the comedian that got killed recently because he mentioned young Dolph. Let me tell you something. He's gone, so I can't tell him this, but I will tell you all this, right? Especially the youth. If you are running your mouth about someone, right? Make sure that you are prepared for war. That plain and simple. You see, the thing of it is this, right? I got blickies, I got, sticks or whatever you want to call firearms, AR-15s, handguns, etc., right? Whatever the street name is for them, right? I have that. But at the end of the day, I don't want it with anyone. I'm pulling mine out when and if I have to. Because I'm not trying to ruin my life for you Negroes. I'm just not. You all are not worth it. You understand? Let me make my point. So at the end of the day, I'm not running my mouth because I don't want to get into any unnecessary beef. Especially beef that can get me killed. And now this young man is dead, and the videos that they're making about him and how he died, it's not even going viral. He's just another statistic that has died in Memphis, Tennessee. Nobody's not going to remember him with the exception of his family. And for those that do remember him in the internet world, cyber world, they're going to say that he was a fool. He should have never opened his mouth and he got what he deserved. That's not coming from me. That's coming from the internet. Young Dolph was loved around the world. And at the end of the day, listen to your moms. What did your mother say when you were young? If you don't have anything good to say about someone, don't say anything at all. Period. Let me say this. You would have been better off. That comedian would have been better off joking on me. For real. Because I just would have brushed it off of my shoulder. You know how many comments that I get? You don't understand. For real. If I was the person that didn't have tough skin, I would have been went crazy. Went insane by now. The comments that people make in the comment section of my videos are ridiculous. But guess what I do? I look at it, I block the person, and I delete the video the comment that they made. That's it. I don't worry about people. I don't think about people that way. But there are some people out there that if you make a comment or if you say something, they take that shit to heart. And they will come see you on that. And if you're not ready for war, I suggest that you just shut the fuck up. And that's something that you should have did. And that's something that your family members, loved ones, friends should have recommended to you. Like, yo, seriously, I'm not saying that you should have said something at all, but you said something the day of or the day after his death? That is crazy. Yo, I didn't even know Memphis get down like that. For real, I've never visited that place. You know what I'm saying? I just thought Memphis was known for the waka waka waka. You know what I'm saying? Like Elvis Presley, country music and shit like that. Now I see how they get down. Nah, that's okay. I'll skip that state. Yeah, man. It's just best to just close your mouth. You understand? Like, don't get it twisted. Don't ever think that I'm on both of these channels running my mouth. That's not what I'm doing. I'm speaking the truth. That's it. You understand? Some of you all may get things misconstrued. You understand? Like the videos that I do, like on Polite, Dr. Malachi Z. York, Dr. Umar Johnson, and the likes. I'm not talking shit about them. I'm telling the truth. And I'm telling you to stay away from those type of people. You understand? I'm not just running my mouth and just, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that anybody can get touched at any given time and that there are fanatics out there. There are fanatics, short for fans. You understand? Excuse me. There's fans out there short for fanatics. And that anybody that's fanatical or crazy over Dr. Malachi York may want it with me. And I've had those type of, comments in the comment sections on my videos. Like, yo, don't talk about Dr. Malachi York or else. Okay. But yeah, man, just stop it. Stop it, man. This gotta stop. This senseless violence has to stop. You understand? It really does. And you should have just kept your mouth closed, man. You was just a regular person, just like I am. You understand? You wanted to come up, and I get it. You want to live out your life's purpose, your life dreams. I assume that you were talented. You were a talented comedian, but that wasn't the route. Stay in your lane. That wasn't your lane. Just like me trying to be a gangster and walking around here talking about I got the blicky and da-da-da-da-da. That's not my lane. My lane is I have the right to practice my Second Amendment. I have the right to bear arms and defend my castle. And that if anyone were to try to harm me or my family, I have the right by law to protect myself. But I'm not going around here making songs. I'm not going around here put up memes and getting on YouTube and saying I'm about that life and this and that and so forth. And I'm going to pull up and I'll give you the Addy. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not on demon time. I'm not on none of that shit. I'm on angel time. Period. I'm planning vacations as we speak. I don't want it with none of you knuckleheads. That's plain and simple. Yo, as you get older, man, let me tell you something. Your temper goes down. You calm down. And you see just how valuable life is. And how it can be taken from you instantly. Some of you all just live for the streets. I'm gonna tell you, seriously. Catch this soundbite. I'm gonna say it again. Some of you all live for the streets. I live for my children. I live for my kids. Straight up. That plain and simple. So learn from this young man. He's gone. Right? He's never coming back. Just watch your mouth, man. It's that plain and simple. Let's move on. Little Pump being broke. So I saw this meme, and they were talking about how J. Cole predicted this, right? And a freestyle he did a couple years back. And he was basically telling the young man what to do back then. It's obvious that man didn't listen. First and foremost, let me say this, man. I hate it when people culturally appropriate our black music, our hip-hop culture, something that we created. I hate it when they culturally appropriate it. This is the reason why I don't feel sorry for that man, because at the end of the day, you didn't give back, you know what I'm saying, and neither did you acknowledge where you got or how you made your money. You didn't say, yo, I like to give respect and a shout out to the people that paved the way, black people that is. You wasn't concerned with that. And there's a lot of young men and women that are not concerned about the pioneers, the ones that set this hip hop culture off in order for you to make fucking money. So I don't really give a fuck about whether he broke or he owed $1.5 million to Uncle Sam or whatever. I don't care. That's good for him. Now, true indeed, I don't believe in the law of karma, because there are a lot of people that are on my list, and I gotta talk to Karma about that. Hey, Karma, yo, what about George Bush Jr.? What about them? For real, he gotta get his karma. What about your man Barack Obama? Both of them allowed unmanned drones to bomb innocent people in the Middle East. Matter of fact, they not only allowed it, but they gave permission. They told them to do that. They told their army to do it. Hey, yo, do what you gotta do, brother. Next thing you know, innocent people, innocent kids, men and women are dead. So I need to have a real deep talk with Karma. I know a bunch of dudes right now that have done some foul shit, and they living their best life. So Karma to me don't even exist. But I guess this man got what he deserved. You see, this is the problem with you all fake rappers and shit. You think just because, well, not just so much you fake rappers, but just rappers in general. You think that you above the law. You think that you above everything just because you made a little bit of money. And guess what? Uncle Sam has to come around and smack you on the ass and let you know just who and what he is. He's your uncle, motherfucker. And you're his nephew. You're the little man. He's the big man. You can't get away from that. You better hope you don't do any time. But being that you're not black, you probably won't. And that shit just bugs me out. Nobody gets away from paying taxes. No one. Even I file taxes every year. Every year. No lie. And I know some of you all are probably like, well, you know, I hate it with these motherfuckers that assume shit. For real. You know, you assume that I'm this way and that way or whatever. No, I take care of my shit. Point blank, period. You look at my taxes, my shit is like a business. Straight up. I have someone filing my taxes every year. Every year. I make sure I do what I have to do. Because at the end of the day, guess what? Uncle Sam ain't coming to look for me. My shit is in order. They're not gonna audit me. They're not doing none of that shit. And I'm a little guy compared to Little Pump. That plain and simple. And let me tell you something too, like getting paid under the table, if you're making an enormous amount of money and they're paying you under the table, I would still pay my taxes. Fuck that. Because you don't know who's looking at you. They got the motherfucking rapper, hip-hop police, all of that. You just don't know. And it's just best to just render under Caesar. Straight up. It's just best to do that because at the end of the day, you're going to end up like Little Pump. So I don't care what happens to him. I just think at the really what we should do when shit like this happens, it should be a lesson well learned. See, that man fucked up so you won't have to. You understand? Like, so now you know if you do the same shit Little Pump did, you're going to end up in the same situation as he is. And let me explain something to you. He would have been better off paying that 1.5 million, you understand, when he had the opportunity to. Now he's going to be owing more. You want to know why? Because the lawyers got to get him out of that shit. And he has to what? Hire lawyers. He's going to have to sell off some of his assets if he have any. He's going to have to do shit out of desperation. And you know what I've learned? When you try to make money out of desperation, it seems like the whole world is against you. Like, I'll give you an example. So Little Pump, let's say he sold out Coliseums, right? 50,000 people showed up. Now that everybody knows that he's an idiot and that he owes $1.5 million to the feds, you understand? Now people are not going to support him because nobody likes a broke-ass rapper. And that's what he is. That's what he is. And you know what's so funny? The irony of the story is that he gets it from Uncle Sam. Because Uncle Sam is broke. America owes trillions of dollars to China. America's broke. So I don't understand why these rappers are walking around with these gold chains and really don't know, like, if it's all diamonds. You know what I'm saying? No, these rappers don't know. They're not like diamond connoisseurs and shit. Like, they don't know. They can't tell the real difference between a real diamond and a fugazi. You're walking around here with play money. Because at one point in time, the dollar bill, you understand, it was like a small, You remember Jay-Z? He was like, yo, I'm still spending small face money or something like that. Cause that one, like when I was coming up, the faces was small. And we ain't have all that colorful Monopoly like money. That's what y'all got now. Fake ass money. Walking around here talking about you got this and you got that. While the country that you live in is broke. I don't know how many times I gotta say this shit. That's the reason why I don't jump in the hamster's wheel and run as fast as I can anymore. Cause it just don't make it. It's pointless, my nigga. It really is. It really is. Lamborghini is gonna come out with the 2022 version of the SUV that they got. And then you know what's gonna happen next year? They're gonna come out with the 2023, the 2024, the 2025. I got a Galaxy S21. The minute that I got it, that next week or two, they were talking about they're gonna come out with the S22 coming in January or February of 2022. iPhone is at 15, right? They're gonna come out next year, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, PS5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes on. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather just be low-key, man. Get me a nice Honda Accord, you understand? You know, the Kia Sorrentos now, they lit. You understand? Give me a nice $30,000, $40,000 car. Give me a nice, decent, house. I stay in a nice, decent house now, but I'm saying, like, when I'm ready to actually own a house, give me a nice, decent house. Backyard, front yard, garage, etc. You understand? I don't want that much in life. I'm always gonna stay low key. I'm not gonna live above my means. To please who? Let me tell you something, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or funny and none of that. Man, fuck it, man. I was getting pussy when I was young, and I was broke then. And like, according to my lifestyle, the way that I live, I say the way that I want to live. In the near future, I'm broke now. So, in other words, what I'm saying is I've never got pussy based on the car that I drove, the clothes that I had on. Well, I ain't gonna say, women just like me for my clothes and shit like that. Now I dress basic because I'm just being real. In North Carolina, the state of North Carolina, people don't get dressed up or whatever. I've said this so many times. If I want to get busy, I can get busy. Straight up. Most of the clothes that I have that's nice is winter clothes anyway. I mean, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I can switch up, do this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's like whatever. So, for now, I'm not known for being the jazziest dresser. How I got pussy or how I was able to get females was get the gab, my brain, my mind. They loved how I think. And I always, from the cradle all the way, and I take this to the grave, I've always known how to treat a woman like a woman. So I don't have to worry about none of that shit of having all this goddamn Lamborghinis and gold and this and that and so forth. Next thing you know, you have to pay $1.5 million and you got to auction off all that shit, and you ain't gonna get the same amount that you paid for it for. Now you fucked. Hey, this is a learning tool. Straight up. You need to learn from Lil Pump. Pay your fucking taxes, man. Yo, I'm gonna be real with you. If you out there, you know what I mean, on that corner, shit, you better manage to pay something. And y'all think I'm joking. Like, that's on some real shit. You gotta have something on the papers. Shit, tell if you get busted or some shit, tell them niggas that you was working for your sister doing YouTube videos. Other than that, you carrying around with large amounts of money in your pocket. They're gonna be like, where you work at? And you ain't filed your taxes either? Come on, man. Everybody know that's dirty money. Yo, Yo, we need to get it together, man. For real, these are two examples that we, you know what I'm saying, that we should look at and say, you know what, I'm not doing that. I'm not going out like that. The first example, you know, during this week was the comedian. First one I talked about. Close your mouth. That's what you need to learn from that video. Excuse me, not video. From that man, that young man, that comedian that got killed. Keep your mouth closed. If you ain't got nothing to say good, or if you running your mouth gossiping about someone else, no, shut the fuck up. Mind your business. That's the first one. The second one with the little pump thing. Pay your fucking taxes. And if you're doing some shit under the table or illegal, you know what I'm saying? Clean that shit the fuck up. Other than that, when them feds come and get your ass, you're definitely going to jail. You get it? Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.